At the University of Ghana, this commitment is already embedded in our Student Venture Support Program. And indeed, we have the Dean of our Business School, Professor Adwumawura, present here. Through the Student Venture Support Program, we provide our students with mentorship, seed funding, incubation support, and linkages to industry. The program is designed to unleash the entrepreneurial potential of our students, equipping them not only with academic knowledge, but also with the practical skills, creativity, and resilience needed to create enterprises that respond to societal needs. Today, the Adwumawura program extends this same spirit of innovation to a wider community of young Ghanaians. Together, these initiatives demonstrate how higher education, government, and industry can co-create opportunities for sustainable national development. As a university, we look forward to leveraging on this nationwide program to provide even more entrepreneurial opportunities for our students and recent graduates. The Adwumawura program is a training initiative, but it is more than that. It is a call to action, a commitment to nurturing the potential of our youth, especially women and persons with disabilities, while building enterprises that will drive inclusive growth across communities. These values of inclusivity, excellence, and nation building are the values we live by at the University of Ghana. It is therefore no wonder that you chose this venue for this hopefully impactful program. For the beneficiaries, today's matriculation marks the beginning of a journey. You are stepping onto a platform that calls for diligence, creativity, and integrity. Just as the Student Venture Support Program alumni have gone on to build viable startups, scale impactful ideas, and even create jobs for their peers, you too now have the opportunity to translate knowledge into enterprise and vision into action. I extend my deepest commendation to the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program and the Ministry of Youth Development and Empowerment for driving this initiative. Your vision and dedication to empowering Ghanaian youth are laudable, and we are proud to be associated with you and to partner with you in this transformative agenda. As a university, we remain committed to providing the intellectual environment, the research expertise, and the collaborative platforms that will help programs like the Adwumawura thrive. With initiatives already in place, such as the Student Venture Support Program, our innovation hubs, and our strong research ecosystem, we will continue to contribute to building a future where Ghanaian youth are not bystanders, but active shapers of our collective destiny. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today we plant seeds of opportunity, hope, and progress. May the Adwumawura program grow into a beacon of innovation and empowerment, not just for Ghana, but for the continent of Africa and even beyond. On this note, I welcome all participants to this new chapter, and I wish the program every success. Thank you, and may God bless our homeland, Ghana.
Thank you very much, Madam Vice Chancellor, Professor Nana Aba Apia. It feels good to be back here. I was in the University of Ghana a few years ago at the School of Performing Arts, and then came back to do another master's in international law at the law school. So one of your sons is back home today. Ladies and gentlemen, this program is being carried on live on Wezo TV, Adum TV, UTV, GH1 TV, TV3, and Metro TV. Next on the program outline, he is a young man that I do not envy at all. I don't envy him because I can imagine the kind of stress that he has to go through to be able to come up with 40,000 thriving businesses and jobs for Ghanaian youth. That's the target he has in the next 4 years. With a round of applause, the young man who's invited us all here today, the CEO of the NEIP, Mr. Eric Ajay. Let's welcome him with a round of applause. And don't stop clapping until he takes the podium. Thank you.
Thank you, MC. Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic, Professor Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman, Honorable Ministers of State, Vice Chancellor of University of Ghana, Members of Parliament present, distinguished heads of government agencies, the Governing Board of NEIP, development partners, esteemed traditional leaders and religious leaders, training partners, innovation hubs, university hubs, and members of the media. I am humbled to address you today at the onboarding and orientation of beneficiaries for the Adwumawura program. This initiative is a major milestone in NEIP's mission to support youth entrepreneurship and foster innovation-driven, resilient economy in Ghana. As we begin, let me first acknowledge the Almighty God for granting us the grace to witness this occasion. Let me also recognize the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama for giving us this opportunity today. The program aligns with the vision of the President, whose strategic focus on inclusive economic growth and youth empowerment underpins this initiative. Ladies and gentlemen, the importance of entrepreneurship to Ghana's economy cannot be overstated. In an era of rapid technological change, economic diversification, and global competition, the ability of our youth to create and upscale business is critical to our national development. A Adwumawura program is designed to create a resilient entrepreneurial ecosystem that nurtures innovations, facilitates access to funding, provides mentorship, and ensure market integration. It addresses unemployment, drives economic growth, and builds self-reliance at the both individual and community level. Following the program's launch in April, NEIP engaged extensively with stakeholders to ensure that the initiative is practical, sustainable, and impactful. This includes government agencies who provided regulatory and policy guidance, financial institutions who established mechanisms to enhance access to funding to the ecosystem actors, including incubators, accelerators, private sector partners, and development organizations who offered insights in shaping the program. Let me indicate that the NEIP, through our partnership with the British Council, we have engaged university hubs who are here with us today. The university innovation hubs will play a key role in providing comprehensive entrepreneurship training for our beneficiaries. Other private innovation hubs such as Ghana Hubs Networks, Chamber of Young Entrepreneurs, and Association of Ghana Startup are also being instrumental and will help provide entrepreneurship training to the selected beneficiaries. Ladies and gentlemen, the selection of the beneficiaries for this first cohort was conducted through a rigorous, transparent process overseen by selection committee, drawn from British Council, Ghana Hub Networks, Maslock, Ghana Enterprise Agency, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Youth Development and Empowerment, and private sector and management of NEIP. The criteria for selecting the beneficiaries were comprehensive design to ensure that the program support ventures with highest potential for impacts. The program beneficiaries were comprehensively selected to support ventures with the highest potential impact. The criteria included job creation potentials, social impact, innovation, scalability, sustainability, proposal quality, and environmental, social, and so forth. Today, NEIP is here to go with the onboarding process of Adwumawura, of which His Excellency John Dramani Mahama promised the nation. To facilitate training and capacity building, NEIP has partnered with 120 hubs, training partners distributed strategically across the country. These hubs serve as regional centers for mentorship, incubation, practical training. The training manual developed in collaborative with industry experts and partners institutions is structured to provide both theoretical knowledge and practical application. The modules include business planning, financial literacy, marketing and branding, digital skills, operational management, compliance, customer service, excellence, and sustainable business practice. The program's success hinges on the active engagement of the hubs. So with the hubs, I know you are all here. We beg you, the success of our program is hinged on you. And we believe strongly that after the 1 week extensive workshop that we did for you, you're also going to contribute your quota to help the research agenda. On behalf of NEIP, I extend my deepest gratitude to our partners, government agencies, financial institutions, development partners, and ecosystem actors, whose collaboration and dedication have made this program possible. Together, we built a resilient, structured, measurable framework for entrepreneurial success that will contribute meaningfully to the President's vision for a thriving, inclusive, and resilient Ghanaian economy. Let us approach this program with diligence, objectivity, and purpose. Every entrepreneur trained, every business incubated, and every market accessed represents a tangible step towards a stronger and more innovative and resilient economy. Yɛbɛsrɛ mo, adwuma na yɛde ahyɛ yɛn nsa no, mo nti ɛne yɛwɔ ha. Nti wo a wanya akwanya biara na yɛde waka ho no, kae hu sɛ Mampani John Dramani Mahama ne research agenda no, onso oka ho a woyɛ ama na yɛyie. Nti beebi yɛde wobɛkɔ biara sɛ kɔ na kɔgye nteteɛ no, nteteɛ ne ne hia ansa mmoa na ba. Nti hubs na ɛbɛboa ama yɛtri ni mo no, bi mu wɔ ha. All the public universities in the country, yɛne ɔmo nso yɛ adwuma, ɔmo nso bɛtete bi. Nti mo kɔ a mo nkosua nimdeɛ na adeɛ Mampani de aba no, ɛso aba mfasoɔ. Thank you all.
Any empacho me pese me nsan bosu biom. CEO say mukwa munkosua nimdeɛ na ne Mampani de aba no. Ye nyinaa ye nya so mfasoɔ. A better round of applause for Mr. Eric Opoku, CEO for NEIP. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to take you down the memory lane of the National Adwumawura program. I beg your pardon. Memory lane down the Adwumawura program. Right from 28th April 2025 up until now. We have a documentary curated specially for you. Let's take a look at it.
Embarking on the journey of innovation, the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program proudly launched the Adwumawura Initiative, which is set to build and feed at least 10,000 youth-owned businesses. The technical committee was inaugurated under the leadership of Honorable Judge Adwumawura, Minister of Youth Development and Empowerment, setting the stage for transformative change in the entrepreneurial ecosystem. Engaging stakeholders with united visionary development partners, financial institutions, the private sectors, and other government agencies to shape a brighter future for the youth. To enhance efficiency and quality learning environments for our beneficiaries, we visited the various hub centers to ensure adequate and well-structured recreation centers to monitor their dreams take flight. A comprehensive training manual was developed to help guide our trainees in bringing out the endless innovation and creativity in our beneficiaries. The selection committee was inaugurated to rigorously select viable, scalable, and feasible youth-owned sustainable businesses which will pave way for excellence. At Matriculation, our training partners will take you through a week-long training to empower and ready them to train and ignite entrepreneurial spirit. Together, we are building a thriving Ghana, one bold step at a time.
Hi, my name is Jonat, founder and CEO of One High Ghana. One High Ghana is a female innovation space in the Bono region that champions the active inclusion of women into entrepreneurship, technology, and agricultural development. I am super excited that One High Ghana has been selected as an implementing partner for the Adwumawura project. I've been working with NIC in the past education, and I think there's been series of development in the current implementation of this project, and I'm happy about it. And if you look at the modules that have been introduced to us as the implementing partners, it has been super insightful. We are looking at the business development side of the entrepreneurs. We are looking at marketing and branding. In the days to come, we're going to look at their funding and how they are able to keep their financial records, because we believe that financial management is the lifeblood of every business. And so I'm happy about the training that we as partners are undergoing, and then we're going to transfer this knowledge to the entrepreneurs. I'm also happy about the inclusivity aspect of the selection process, because currently, if you look at the whole and the implementing partners, you have a lot of females or female-led training institutions. And for me, as a women advocate, I think it's the best way to go, because if you look at this country and the population, we have a larger number of our population being women. And so I'm happy that now concentration or attention is being given to women leaders, women entrepreneurs, women in businesses, where they're going to also be able to hold the hands of younger women and support them. So I want to appreciate everyone at NYC, from the CEO to the team who are implementing the Adwumawura project. It's a good initiative from the government of the day, and I'm hoping that with the support of the implementing partners and the team, we'll be able to achieve the results of creating employment for young people through entrepreneurship, and also building a strong entrepreneurship ecosystem for Omai Ghana.
This flagship program called Adwumawura, it's a great initiative. When you look at the rationale behind it and how they are going to portray it, they don't just give you funding to start a business, but they give you mentors. There is a mentorship developed the program. To the ones that are yet to start, the young ones that are listening, this is a huge opportunity for them to grab and not to play with it. I think we shouldn't be business as usual, just because it's from the government. I'm sure there are some of them who have been aspiring to start something, but for so many years they've not been able to start because of lack of funding. Now, here is a golden opportunity. And once you're presented with this golden opportunity, you have no choice but to make use of it. Make the most out of it. If you fail, you have learned. If you win, you keep going.
The Adwumawura program goes beyond just funding. It will help you in the areas of coaching and mentoring, access to markets, and assist you meet all the statutory and regulatory requirements. To every young entrepreneur, start small, start where you are. The next one will be you. Keep working.
Adwumawura is a replica of what I participated in, and I am sure if the entrepreneurs themselves have the mindset, because that's actually the most important thing, the mindset to build a sustainable and profitable, scalable business. Adwumawura is for them. And that is the launch pad for startups especially, and maybe even running businesses to reach their destiny.
Ladies and gentlemen, I thought you gave a round of applause. And so this is what Adwumawura is about. And I know you've taken the cue. And if you've been selected to be here, I know that as it's now you're sitting down, your light bulb moments are coming. And I know we'll move out of this place and come back with testimonies of many businesses that will churn out of this place. Oh, we give a better round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And a point of correction, ladies and gentlemen, the CEO for NEIP is Mr. Eric Ajay, not Honorable Eric Opoku. We continue with the rest of the program and would like to take some remarks from our training partner. Ladies and gentlemen, the speaker is the CEO for Ghana Chamber of Young Entrepreneurs. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. Sharif Gali. Oh, round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, Your Excellency. Permit me before I start with my salutations. This is a room full of young people, and today is for us, and we are proud of what you and the Excellency, my brother, my father from Bole, I'm from the same hometown, so let me mention it, is doing for the Ghanaian youth. Young people, you remember when they say our motherland. Today we have the real mother in the house. Let's prove to her we are proud. Thank you very much. So before we clap, let her know that we, the Ghanaian youth, say we are rising. Do you remember the national youth anthem? Arise, Ghana youth, for your country. With a very huge one, ladies and gentlemen, let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong. We are all involved. We are all involved. We are all involved in building our motherland. Thank you very much. Because of time, I know you would love to take another one. Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, I prefer to call you our mother, the Honorable Minister of Youth Development and Empowerment, a true beacon of hope for young Ghanaians, and a history setter and a pace setter, the first ever Minister for Early Youth Development and Empowerment. The Honorable Minister of Food and Agriculture, Honorable Eric Opoku, one of Ghana's finest brain in his field. The humble and hard-working CEO and Deputy CEO of the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program. Very intelligent, very gentle. I've never seen a CEO that will call you and ask you, what do you think? God bless you. The board chairman and members of the board of the National Youth Authority, the Vice Chancellor, standing on all existing protocol, ladies and gentlemen, I've seen our development partners. Today I'm happy. Those of you know me, a lot of time I work half time. I decided to be different today. And to show that today is a different day, of course. We are not just here for onboarding, ladies and gentlemen. It is a signal of hope. And we are gathered here not just to commence a program, but to witness a commitment, a promise from leadership being fulfilled in the most transparent, inclusive, and non-partisan way. I have been part of the process, and I can tell you that this was done in a more transparent way, and this is how it should be done. Thank you very much. On behalf of the Ghana Chamber of Young Entrepreneurs, the Ghana Youth Federation, and all the training partners across Ghana, I extend our deepest solidarity and heartfelt appreciation to the NEIP and to the Minister of Youth for the successful onboarding of beneficiaries for the Adwumawura program. The NEIP team demonstrated that youth programs can be implemented with integrity, transparency, and fairness. And we are proud today to stand with you, not just as partners, but as believers in the future where every Ghanaian youth has a real chance to thrive. And to Your Excellency, the Vice President, my mother, our mother, your presence here today is not just ceremonial. It is an indication that youth economic empowerment is of highest interest to you and the President. And so we are happy to have you here. But let me also respectfully and firmly add that, mother, when you go back, tell your ministers, your committee on budget, that your children, that's the youth of Ghana, are saying that next year we want to see an upscale of Adwumawura. We want to see an upscale of National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program. So in the 2026 national budget, we are watching. Why am I saying this, mother? The young people are very interested in what you are doing. The interest is growing, and we are looking up to you and the government. So we want to see a lot of good things coming out next year. Now, having said that, allow me to speak now as the acting president of the newly inaugurated Ghana Youth Federation that was inaugurated by the Honorable Minister of Youth. It is the constitutional and partisan body representing all youth groups in Ghana. And I want to make it clear that if you are here today as a partner, you now have a coordinated, structured body to work with, which is the Ghana Youth Federation. We shall work with you. We will mobilize the youth in Ghana. We would ensure that youth programs are not just designed, but they are implemented, they are assessed, and that every young person in Ghana have access to it. On behalf of the million of youth in Ghana and change makers in Ghana, I want to once again express our deepest gratitude to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, and to our mother, Your Excellency, the Vice President. Thank you for keeping your word. We are seeing the delivery. Today is not a promise. Look around you, it's evidence. Look at the room. It is happening. Adwumawura is not just a promise. Are you not happy you are here? Thank you very much. And so we are happy to have this program, and we are hoping to see more coming for the Ghanaian youth. And also let me close by saying, to those of you who are recently employed, young people, some of you are ministers, some of you are CEOs. There's a saying in Africa that a child that washes their hand well can eat with elders. Today I say that a young leader who delivers, you have the right to lead us. I know there are presidents among you. So whatever you do today, we need to prove to His Excellency, the President and our Vice President, and every elder in Ghana that when you give a young person the role, we deliver with integrity. We deliver. So that next year, a lot of young people can also get appointment. On this note, thank you very much. We are proud of Adwumawura.
Thank you very much, Sheriff Gali. A better round of applause for him once again, ladies and gentlemen. And we'd like to acknowledge the presence of some dignitaries in our midst. In no particular order, I will be mentioning their names. And so we have in our midst this morning the MCE for Ayawaso West State, Ayawaso West Wugon Municipality, Dr. Michael Mensah. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for him. Thank you so much, sir. We also have in our midst the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, Professor Nanaba Amfo. A round of applause for her. We also have in our midst the Dean of the University of Ghana Business School, Professor Chenebo Akodua. Thank you so much, sir, for coming. And earlier we had the presence of the Member of Parliament for the Ayawaso West Wugon constituency, Honorable John Seto Dumelo. Please, let's give it up for him, even though he's not here. And also the Minister for Agriculture, Honorable Eric Opoku. Thank you so much for coming, sir. And yes, we also have in our midst the Minister of Youth Development and Empowerment, Lawyer Honorable George Opare Ado. Ladies and gentlemen. Also, as a way of reminder, I want to inform you all that we are live on a number of TV stations across the country and also a number of radio stations. So from Nananum Radio, Charity FM, Nikigli FM, Kasha FM, Lion FM, Eagle FM, Fabla FM, Akina FM, Sharp FM, Royal FM, GBC, Beyond FM, Dream FM, Kingdom FM, Impact FM, Akwaba FM, Bond FM, Jinyami Radio, Lolonyon FM, Ho FM, Ashanti FM, and the rest. We are live there. Walk up fine. Boy, Shani Mokobe, Mokoya Jenny, near TV, I came like a red worker soon. Ibanyani, Ebo, to Bacho, Obi will fear Nasa TV, new internet is soon you want us to be Shayana. Manas want to say, radio stations in Nano, Jumedi, Chegu, Ewo Hono, Mephiso Babon, Sim, Amami. Fine, a tree, you more. It is in a kind. Thank you. Oh. You have stopped clapping for me. Right, so at this juncture, we want to take some commitment words. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll welcome Miss Mawulinam Jamesi Tome to do us Yanis. Let's welcome her with a round of applause. Oh, please, she's fine, so please keep clapping till she gets here.
Good morning, everyone. Her Excellency, the Vice President, standing on all protocols, my name is Mawelinam Jamesi Tome. On behalf of the beneficiaries of the Adwumawura program, I would like to thank you all very much for bringing up this innovative program and also allowing us to be partakers of it. We promise to learn and to implement whatever we have learned, and also in future be employers of the general mass. We are very grateful. Thank you.
A better round of applause for her, ladies and gentlemen. So we would want to take an address from the Minister for Food and Agriculture, Honorable Eric Opoku. So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome him with a round of applause.
Thank you very much, Madam Moderator. Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Professor Jinana Opoku Ajiman, Honorable Ministers of State herein present, Honorable Members of Parliament, Vice Chancellor of the University, Chief Executive Officer and Management of the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, Heads of Government institutions herein present, innovation hubs and training partners, development partners, members of the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a profound honor to address you on this momentous occasion of the onboarding and orientation ceremony for beneficiaries of the Adwumawura program. This day witnesses another transformational epoch in the annals of the history of our country, as government under the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama rolls out bold, inclusive, and innovation-driven initiatives that restore hope and dignity, redirect energies to productive and profitable ventures, and economically empower the Ghanaian youth to contribute significantly towards the socio-economic development of Mother Ghana. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Adwumawura program is an intentional pro-growth economic strategy that engages the youth within our communities in a manner that is productive and constructive and enhances their strength for growth and poverty reduction. Ladies and gentlemen, our agricultural landscape presents a paradoxical situation where, in the face of abundant resources, spiking food import bill, low production and productivity, exportation of raw agricultural products, and many other challenges continue to define Ghana's agriculture. However, challenges are not roadblocks, but opportunities in disguise. They are only pointers to the existence of limitless opportunities for job creation, increased incomes, value addition, and the total liberation of our people from abject poverty. Through the Adwumawura program, young agripreneurs are being empowered to innovate across the agricultural value chain, from production, processing, and mechanization to agri-tech solutions, distribution systems, and value-added products. This is smart agriculture, which is anchored on data and technology. The establishment of agro and industrial parks, the farmer service centers, expansion in irrigation and mechanization, value addition, Nkokon Ketenkete program, among other initiatives under the Feed Ghana program, will create a fountain of gainful employment for the Ghanaian youth. It is against this background that the Ministry of Food and Agriculture has signed a memorandum of understanding with the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, NEP, to ensure that entrepreneurs, particularly poultry farmers under the Nkokon Ketenkete initiative, have access to chicks, feed, battery cages, and extension support services. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I at this juncture urge beneficiaries in the agricultural sector to embrace this opportunity with seriousness and commitment. You are encouraged to explore modern methods of farming, mechanization, innovative processing techniques, digital applications, and market-oriented strategies to improve productivity. Building a strong and resilient future requires you to avoid negative, manipulative, and double-faced companions. With strong determination and industry, we shall soon be the economic giants. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for the Minister for Food and Agriculture, the Honorable Eric Opoku, the man in charge of Nkokon Ketenkete. Round of applause for him again, ladies and gentlemen. Before we proceed, I'd like to quickly do a few more acknowledgements, particularly from the office of the Vice President. Ladies and gentlemen, we have in our midst, this man needs no introduction. He was very well known for some of us growing up, the Honorable Alex Segbefia. He's the Chief of Staff at the Office of the Vice President. Let's give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We also have Chairman Ofosu Ampofo. He's the political advisor to the Vice President, senior political advisor to the Vice President. Ladies and gents, we also have spokesperson for the Vice President, Madam Ama Pratt. Mrs. Ama Pratt is here with us as well. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We also have policy advisor on finance, Madam Mansa Amwa-Ewa, with us here in the house. Round of applause for her, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, policy advisor on social sector, Dr. Miriam Rahinatu Idrisu is here with us as well. Of course, my own big brother, Dr. Sharif Khalid, policy advisor on economic issues. Round of applause for him as well, ladies and gentlemen. And we also have policy advisor also on economic, Dr. Hamza Zakaria is here with us as well. You don't seem too excited. Can we get a louder applause, please? Are you not happy about the initiative? Are you happy about it? Are you sure? If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, and you really want to show, if you're happy and you know, clap your hands. Now give yourselves a round of applause once again, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Our next speaker needs no introduction. He's also a young man whom His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, has entrusted with a position to ensure that the young people of this country, for the first time in the history of our country, have an office that takes care of all of our needs. Has never happened. We're boxed under the sports ministry and nobody really cared about us that much. Once in a while they did a few initiatives around there. But now we have a ministry that's meant to cater for our development, that's meant to cater for our empowerment. And that ministry is headed, I'll mention your name, relax, relax. I'll come to you. Let's give His Excellency John Dramani Mahama a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And we are doing this because he is a president that promised and has delivered and continues to deliver on all of the promises that he made to us. This is a president who believes in young people. And when you take a look at all of his appointees, from ministries to state agencies to boards, you have so many young people occupying these positions. What he's telling us, and I'm going to pick inspiration from my brother Sheriff's speech, is that when young people are given an opportunity and we deliver, it only means that we'll continue to be given more opportunities to continue to deliver and to deliver and to deliver. And so at this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, join me welcome Ghana's first ever Minister for Youth Development and Empowerment, Lawyer George Opare Ado, aka Pablo.
Good morning. Your Excellency, Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Honorable Ministers of States who are here with us, senior members of the Vice President's Office, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, the Chief Executive and Management of the NEIP, the heads of government agencies, development partners, innovation and incubation hubs, members of the youth ecosystem and actors, ladies and gentlemen, and our distinguished friends from the media. Welcome to this historic occasion of the onboarding and orientation of the first beneficiaries of our timely and revolutionary entrepreneurship initiative, the Adwumawura program. Ghana's youth development journey is now at a turning point where retrogression will not be countenanced. We are gradually and steadily maneuvering the steep curve from young people seeking jobs desperately to young people growing, thriving, and sustainable businesses and creating dignified and sustainable jobs for themselves. The national research agenda is truly on course, and the youth have not been left out, kind courtesy of His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama. Need I re-echo the obvious? It is very clear that His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama is truly committed to the developmental cause of young people and to the agenda of youth empowerment. Since his assumption of office, he has demonstrated his commitment through the establishment of the youth ministry solely dedicated to young people of this country. He has demonstrated his commitment by allocation of funding for the implementation of flagship programs and initiatives focused on youth development, and I'll recount a few. The National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program is leading the Adwumawura program. The National Youth Authority is leading the National Apprenticeship Program, and the Ministry of Communications and Digitalization is leading the 1 Million Young Coders Program. These are all initiatives that we seek to make the necessary impact in the lives of young people of this country. The youth ministry, solely dedicated to the people of this country, has demonstrated its commitment by allocation of funding for implementation of this particular program, the Adwumawura program, which seeks to support at least 10,000 Ghanaian youth-owned businesses annually. Is that not commitment enough for a government to set up to establish 10,000 young people every year? So in 4 years, we are hoping to be able to start 40,000 young people in business. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Adwumawura program stands as a definitive national initiative in the realm of youth entrepreneurship and empowerment. Following an extensive application process that yielded 120,000 submissions, only 10,000 could be selected. And Madam Vice President, I make a passionate appeal to your office. Please tell His Excellency that that 100 million he allocated this year was good. But we believe strongly as young people that if we were given more, we'll be able to deliver more and many more young lives will be transformed. This 10,000 was drawn from every region and district in this country. We want to ensure that the program's character is national so that everybody will be given the opportunity. We don't want to reserve this program for only people in big cities. And so from every constituency in this country, from every district in this country, and from every region in this country, there is a beneficiary for the Adwumawura program. Every region is on board to contribute and benefit from the energy, creativity, and enterprise of our youth towards building a stronger and a more balanced economy that reflects the diversity of our country. The selective convening of this cohort also took into consideration the ministry's policy and government's broader commitment to ensuring inclusivity, and therefore meant an automatic selection for all persons with disability after their successful application program went through. So anybody who applied to be part of the Adwumawura, once you have any form of disability, once you met the cutoff, once your application process was accepted, you were automatically onboarded on the Adwumawura program. We are leaving no one behind with this program. This program has been carefully designed as a well-integrated empowerment framework that equips beneficiaries with practical entrepreneurial skills, strengthens access to finance, provides structured mentorship, which is very important. What we realized when we engaged stakeholders was a lot of businesses don't survive because they lack mentorship. And with every business, there are steep ends, there are difficult moments. There are times when you only need somebody to encourage you. And so everybody who goes through this program, once you are done, you will be put in touch with a mentor who will guide you throughout your business cycle, so that when you have any challenges along the line, that mentor will stand with you, guide you, and help you navigate the challenges that may come. With practical entrepreneurial skills, strengthen access to funds, provide structured mentorship, foster market linkages, and integrate technology for growth and impact assessment. We are in a mode where AI is now driving the world. And so we are just not giving you training and saying that we've trained you in entrepreneurship. The world is fast changing. And a lot of the skills that are available today, in 3 years, in 4 years, in 5 years, will not be available if we don't meet what AI seeks to bring. And so as part of the training, AI is fully incorporated in the training so that you are ready when you are offboarded the program and you are ready to take on the world. Through the Adwumawura program, beneficiaries will be supported to create solutions that cut across diverse sectors and contribute to a resilient economy, all geared towards building the Ghana we want. Together, we will tackle some of the most urgent challenges we face as a nation, from youth unemployment and food insecurity, that is why you see the Honorable Eriko Poku here, to the need for sustainable and inclusive economic growth, among others. Through this program, we will strive to achieve the sustainable development goals of eradicating poverty, achieving zero hunger, ensuring well-being, and promoting decent and economic growth. To our beneficiaries here today, the first of this transformative vision, this opportunity is for your personal growth as much as it is for the growth of your families, your communities, and ultimately for the growth of Ghana. With the knowledge, networks, and resources you'll be provided with, we will support and challenge you to build enterprises that are sustainable, innovative, and globally competitive. We believe strongly that at the end of the 4-year term of His Excellency President Mahama, we should have one unicorn company emerging out of this initiative. We'll be applying rigorous discipline to your training, consistently leveraging inventive strategies, and build businesses that endure. The success of this program will be measured in the opportunities you receive, in the jobs you create, and the professional pathways you unlock. The societal foundations and communities you strengthen and uplift, and the enduring imprint you leave upon our national fabric. I must commend the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program for their efforts as implementing body for this noble program. On behalf of the Ministry of Youth Development and Empowerment and NIP, I extend a deep appreciation to all stakeholders who have provided their indispensable support for this program. To the government agencies who have collaborated with us and supported us, we say thank you and ayiko. To the financial institutions, our development partners, the various hubs and trainers, your engagement exemplifies the collective nature of this endeavor, and our sustained success is contingent upon the continuity of this vital collaboration. Ladies and gentlemen, before I conclude, and Your Excellency, if you permit me, I have a task to formally launch the training manual that has been developed through the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, the University of Ghana, the Entrepreneurial Actors, the Innovating Hubs, the British Council, which has been very instrumental, the Chamber of Young Entrepreneurs,
somewhere so true. Thank you. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to introduce, and before I even do the introduction, at the time when the NDC was looking for vice presidential candidate and when she was settled on, we remember a lot of the comments that came through. That was, she's not an economist, she doesn't understand economics and all of that. But ladies and gentlemen, guess what? For the first time in 4 years, inflation has reached single digits. Our vice president is not an economist. Ladies and gentlemen, our currency has stabilized. Of course, we all know where the dollar was at the time the NDC came into office, and we know where the dollar is today, don't we? Doesn't she deserve a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies and gents, before she became vice president on this country, we had all of the ratings from Fitch and the World Bank and IMF. Negative ratings. Today we are talking positive ratings. Our vice president is not an economist. And so it is to tell us all in this room that she earned her place as Ghana's first female vice president. With a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome on stage and with a standing ovation, Ghana's first female vice president, Excellency, Professor Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman. And don't stop clapping until she hits the podium. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise! And that is Ghana's
Who are the people singing my music? Do you know my response to you? Two. Please take your seats. Thank you very much. Please allow me, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, friends and colleagues, allow me to refer to the protocol established and to thank the drummers and the dancers for your powerful message through your gestures and the drumming. Thank you very much. And again, good morning. Yeah, it's not yet 12, so good morning. Oh, good morning. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today's onboarding and orientation program is an exciting milestone in Ghana's pursuit of economic transformation through enterprise development. We are making a statement that the nation is determined to invest in our young people. And the young people remain our greatest resource. Ladies and gentlemen, let us recognize His Excellency the President, John Dramani Mahama, whose vision of an inclusive and resilient economy is at the core of this program. The President has always maintained that the true wealth of our country lies beyond our natural resources and resides in the creativity, energy, determination of our people, especially the youth. The Adwumawura program is a direct expression of that conviction. In April 2025, the program was launched with one clear mission: for Ghana's youth to lead the charge in innovation, job creation, and national transformation. You believe that, don't you? Frankly, the overwhelming response we received is a testament to the necessity of this program. Across the country, more than 120,000 applications were received, showing the determination and ambition that we can find in our communities. From this pool, 10,000 young men and women have been selected for the 2025 cohort. This is an inspiring beginning to a budding national movement. The selection process was deliberate. The selection committee was made up of representatives from respected institutions in government, academia, the private sector, and development partners. They worked diligently and transparently to identify individuals with promising and sustainable plans. The 10,000 beneficiaries we celebrate today are not here by chance. Rather, they demonstrated potential, determination, and a readiness to embrace the task ahead. The Adwumawura program is more than funding and training. It is also about creating an ecosystem that gives entrepreneurs the tools they need to build. This includes practical training in business planning, financial management, digital skills, customer service, and sustainability strategies. It also includes mentorship, startup kits, access to networks and markets that will help ideas grow into sustainable businesses. The program is designed to be comprehensive and to support the entrepreneurs as they go through the growth and scaling of their businesses. Having said that, I wish to remind the beneficiaries. Where are you? Will the ladies stand in the group? I'm very happy. Will the guys applaud them? I'm happy to see you. Please take your seats. How about the guys? Will you also rise? And will the ladies also clap for them? So you see, we are interested in all of you. Please take your seats. So I want to remind us, especially our beneficiaries, this opportunity is only the beginning. What will make the difference is your commitment, your focus, your discipline, your honesty, and flexibility. Do you agree with me? So why didn't you applaud that? And believe me, there will be challenges and setbacks. No business, no matter how successful, is free from these. What will set you apart is how you rise above them and continue to innovate regardless. Let us recognize our hubs, trainers, and development partners. You are not just facilitators, but mentors and role models. Your training and engagement with these young people will be an important factor in their success. You must shape entrepreneurs who are skilled, yes, but also shape them to be ethical, innovative, committed to building lasting enterprises. To our stakeholders, NYA, GEA, Maslow, Accra, the Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of Youth Development and Empowerment, the British Council, the University of Ghana Business School, and hopefully, as time goes on, you know which one I'm going to mention, the Women's Development Bank. I want to thank our collaborators for the program today. You've brought our dream out alive. Thank you very, very much. And I hear the plea for more funds. I have no doubt that what has been allocated is already being used so judiciously, and therefore it justifies asking for more. Ladies and gentlemen, the Adwumawura program is part of our national agenda to build resilience and self-reliance. This is proof that Ghanaian innovation can compete and excel globally. Our youth are not waiting for tomorrow. They are already leading today through entrepreneurship, creativity, and service. Personally, I take pride in the bold steps we are making through this program. But I take even greater pride in the young men and women who are before us today. Remember that as the first cohort, you are pioneers of this program, and it is set to change the face of entrepreneurship in Ghana. Your example and outcomes will affect those coming after you. The government and our partners will give you the foundation. We are rooting for you. You must be actively responsible for the building process, and I have no doubt that you will. You will set the standard and prove that with the right support, Ghanaian entrepreneurs will build businesses that are strong, sustainable, capable of transforming our economy. This program exists because of your potential, and it will succeed because of your commitment. On behalf of our President John Dramani Mahama, the government and peoples of Ghana, I urge all of you not to lose sight of the gravity of this moment. Carry yourselves as trailblazers and build businesses that will provide for you and your families, employ others, solve community problems, and contribute to the national growth. Let us leave this venue with the conviction that every entrepreneur we empower today is taking an important step towards the Ghana we want. Thank you very much. May God bless our homeland.
A better round of applause for Her Excellency Professor Nana Jane Opoku Agyeman. Kindly resume your seats, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Madam Vice President, for those reassuring words. I heard something, I don't know whether you also heard, but she says, so what stood out for me, I'm taking this home, she says, I, Karen, shouldn't lose sight of the gravity of this moment. I should carry myself as a trailblazer. So I don't know how you're going to walk out the doors of this auditorium today, but Madam Vice President has told me to carry myself as a trailblazer. I've been empowered to become a trailblazer. Oh, better round of applause for Her Excellency. We still want to acknowledge some dignitaries in our midst this afternoon now. So we'll have in here Bishop Ebenezer Obudai. Please, a round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, he gave us a powerful opening prayer. And also Imam Abubakari Baba, he is with the UG Central Mosque Imam. Thank you so much for coming. We also have Mama Ajad II of Ho Akofe. Mama, thank you so much for coming. We also have the board chairman of NEIP and his board members, Mr. Owusu Nkrumah Ababio, and all the board members of NEIP. Thank you so much for coming to grace this occasion for us. Yes. And also, we have the country director and director for partnerships from the British Council. Let's see you, sir, if you're here. A round of applause, please. Right, thank you so much for coming. We also have the deputy CEO for Maslock here. Ma'am, let's see you, Ms. Halida. Thank you so much for coming. We also have the Social Investment Fund deputy CEO. Sir, if you are here, let's see you. Thank you so much for coming, sir. Yes, and we also have here Mr. Prosper Paul Iyire, deputy CEO. Okay, a round of applause for him again. Also, we also have the Member of Parliament for the Ablekuma North constituency. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Erabna Obin. Thank you so much for coming, ma'am. Again, we have in our midst Mr. Nido Dodu, Country Director, British Council. Let's see you, sir. Thank you so much. Also, we have in our midst Dr. Mrs. Beatrice Chocho Adom, board member of NEIP. Great. To publish then, and I saw her as the headmistress, and I looked at her, I was like, when I grow up, I also want to become a headmistress of Achimota School. Doctor, it's nice seeing you here. Right, so we'll take a patriotic song before we continue with the rest of the event. So media team, are we ready? Patriotic song. Thank you so much, sound team, for that great musical interlude there. Ladies and gentlemen, all too soon we are getting to the end of this onboarding and orientation program. But we have to take the vote of thanks. And please allow me to introduce the one coming to give the vote of thanks. Like John the Baptist, I'm going to clear the way for the Lord. Hallelujah. Good. She is the Deputy CEO of the NEIP. She is a lawyer by profession, and just yesterday she celebrated 4 years at the bar. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome the Deputy CEO for NEIP, Lawyer Joan Selassie Ahiawodo. Oh, please,
Thank you, Karen. Indeed, this is the day the Lord has made. We are glad, we are rejoicing, and we are grateful to the Almighty God for how far He has traveled with us on this Adwumawura program journey. Her Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Professor Jane Nana Opoku Agyeman, Honorable Ministers of State, members of
Some loves are born in the blink of an eye.
I've been madly in love with her since the first time I saw her. Then let's get married today.
I'll be the happiest woman in the world by your side.
And they kill your soul in a flash. Televisa presents You Are the One. Angela dreams of keeping her promise to be a great doctor and help her people. To Alvaro, ambition is stronger than his dream. And this greed will lead him to commit the worst betrayal to the woman he loves.
I will have a husband no matter what.
Samantha, will you please marry me?
Turning all her dreams into painful disappointments and dangerous consequences.
I've been waiting for you to answer my calls, Alvaro. I haven't heard anything from you. I've sent you so many messages, but you've never responded.
Have you left the bus station?
I just want to pay my debt and get out of here.
Her photographs are going to sell fast, and she will be our gold mine. Our clients will love those.
Are you looking for a boyfriend? Are you all right?
You Are the One, proudly sponsored by The Luckiest, Appointed Time Printing, Time Herbal Mixture, Samu Spices, Givers Herbal Center, Blue Jeans Energy Drink.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step.
The journey continues, but becoming that phenomenal lady doesn't happen in a day.
It takes courage and refusing to settle for less.
This season, on the PL show, it gets much more diverse.
Engaging and impactful. This is the PL show.
We paint the perfect picture of pain, sleepless nights, hard work, and of course, the ultimate breathtaking view from the mountaintop. Success.
Successful ladies from all walks of life doing amazing things and positively effective change in their respective fields.
And as you know, we share all these with you, our ardent follower, to help you navigate that journey and also come out strong and phenomenal.
This is the PL show.
It's brought to you by Kale Charcoal, Kale 360, and Kale Kids Toothpaste.
gentlemen, thank you. May God bless our homeland Ghana and make her great and strong. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Deputy CEO of the NAIP, Joan Selassie Aheodo Esquire. Another round of applause for her, ladies and gentlemen. It's a lot of energy in the room. The good news is that, of course, we're at the tail end of today's program. And with your permission, Madam Vice President, I'd like to break protocol a bit. Allow us to take the group photo before we take the closing prayer. Thank you very much. Because we want to get everybody inside the picture, closing prayer first. Okay. So I've been told to do the closing prayer first. So I'd like to invite Al-Hajj Abubakar Baba, who is the Imam of the Legon Central Mosque. Let's welcome him with a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's remain seated. Put ourselves in a prayer mood and bring ourselves before our Creator. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I begin in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. O Allah, send your blessings upon the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the household of Muhammad. Praise be to Allah, whose determination cannot be repelled by anything, and whose gifts cannot be stopped by anything. There is no God other than Allah, and there is nothing equivalent to him. He is the all-hearing and the all-seeing. He has the power over all things. O Allah, our Lord, to you belong all praise. You are alone. You possess all power and authority. You are exalted in your might and supremacy. You are self-sufficient in your knowledge. Such has been your favor, your grace, generosity, kindness, and your mercy upon us. Merciful Allah, we thank you for that. O Allah, we seek your protection and pray to you to fortify us and guide and direct us to a righteous conduct and save us from deviation. Bless us and bless our families. Shower upon us your blessings. We pray and call unto you to grace this gathering and fulfill our decisions and policies. As we embark on this Adwumawura training program, we pray to you, Ya Allah, for its success. Grant us safety and security in our hearts and in this nation. We ask you for peace in Ghana, and we ask you for tranquility among Ghanaians. Grant us prosperity. Protect the peace and security and stability of Ghana. O Allah, support our leaders with wisdom and success. Support the leaders of the Adwumawura training program. Support the leaders of the University of Ghana. Support the leaders of this country, Ghana. Guide them and lead them to success and prosperity, and to do whatever is in the interest of the people and the country. We pray to you, Ya Rahman, cover us with your pure covering and make our way smooth. Help us against our misfortunes. Help us against the misfortunes of time and the calamities of the day and nights. Help us against our enemies. Watch over us in our homes and places of work. O Allah, do not leave us without your mercy. Decree for us that which is good. O Allah, purify us and lead us to success and accept our earnest requests and prayer. O Allah, we are your servants. praising and thanking you for this honor. And as we praise and thank you, we pray to you for more. Servants of Allah, let the favors and blessings of your Lord continue to shower upon you by thanking him continuously. Safeguard his blessings by obeying him. Be constant in making prayers to him and continuously remember him. We thank Allah for the support and guidance given to Her Excellency, Professor Jane Nana Opoku Ajiman, the Vice President of Ghana, and we ask him for more. Glory be to our Lord, who is above all that which has been associated to him. And may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon all his prophets and upon his messengers. Amen, Ya Rabbi.
Thank you very much, Alhaj. Round of applause for Alhaj, ladies and gentlemen. Let me quickly acknowledge the Deputy CEO of the National Youth Authority, Mr. Adongo, is here with us, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give him a round of applause. I would also like to quickly thank all of the media houses that have made this possible by carrying this particular event live on TV and on radio. Wezo TV, Adum TV, UTV, GH1 TV, TV3, Metro TV, all the way in the Ahafo region, Nananum Gwoso, we have 92.1 FM, Inkligi FM in the Savannah region, Kasha FM also in the Savannah, in the Northeast region, Lion FM and Eagle FM, in the Upper East region, Fabia FM and Akina FM. In the Western region, we have Sharp FM, Royal FM. In the Oti region, GBC and Beyond FM. In the Upper is GBC, Dream FM, Kingdom FM and Impact FM. In the Central region, Akwaba FM. In the Western North region, Bono FM, Jinyami Radio, and Lolonyo FM and Ho FM in the Volta and Bono, respectively. Northern, in the Ashanti region, Ashanti TV and NEIP Ashanti. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for all of our media partners. And at this juncture, shall we all be upstanding as we take the national anthem?
Good afternoon, my name is Helena Nyeweja and this is Good Afternoon Ghana. You are welcome. Let's get into our headlines for this afternoon. Scores of frustrated nurses and midwives hit the streets of Accra, demanding the immediate payment of their 10-month salary arrears. Former Vice President and the 2024 flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has pledged that the next NPP government will fully complete all Agenda 111 projects. Later on Business Edge, fate of Ghanaian and African exporters uncertain as 25-year-old AGOA expires. What is next for them? My name again is Helena Nyeweja, and thank you very much for keeping us company. We are coming live to you from the Ikea Bahima studio here at North Ridge. We're also live on the STV channel 277 and on Facebook at Metro TV Ghana. Let's get into our first story for this afternoon. Scores of frustrated nurses and midwives, part of the coalition of Unpaid Nurses and Midwife Association of Ghana, have taken to the streets of Accra, demanding the immediate payment of their 10-month salary arrears. According to the association, more than 7,000 of its members have not received their salaries since January 2025, with some cases stretching back to December 2024. The demonstrators emphasized the delay in the payment has plunged them into severe financial hardship, making it difficult for them to afford transportation, food, rent, and even basic health care. The coalition explained that after exhausting all dialogue channels without results, the demonstration is now their last option. Dressed in their uniform with red to symbolize their anger and frustration, the demonstrators first visited the Finance Ministry and the Health Ministry. Jeffrey Nati is the leader of the association, and he has joined us via phone for more on this. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to you, and thanks for joining us this afternoon.
My greetings to all listeners and your viewers as well.
Okay. We understand the frustration of the unpaid nurses and midwives. Can you tell us a bit more about the core issue of this demonstration?
Okay, thank you very much. So, we are nurses and midwives all over the country that graduated from school in 2020. And then financial clearance was released for us in July 2024 for our recruitment and postings. Out of this number, 48,707,353 Ghana cedis was released for our salary payments. The recruitment process began by entering into the MOH recruitment portal, selecting our agencies and regions, preferred regions, and then going for interview to be duly qualified to start work. We assumed work in December 2024. And then since then, out of the 13,500 that took up post, about the majority of us, about 7,000 of us, have still not yet been paid. And the ministry is telling us that our financial clearance has expired. Something that is new. We've never heard this, that money actually expires. So we hit the streets today to send a petition to the Minister of Finance and also the Health Minister to register our displeasure and demand the immediate payment of our salaries before the end of October.
Okay, so you mentioned that they mentioned about your money being expired. Now, after you went to the Ministry of Finance, Health, what was the official explanation to what they have said for the continued delay in salary payments?
So, it has always been the usual case where they say the clearance expired. And they are waiting to put us on the next budget. However,